What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Matt Collects Cards YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be showing you the best ways to help you with card collecting completely for free. So the first resource I'd like to talk about is Card Ladder. The Card Ladder database is one of the best things that I've ever seen, and for the reason that it is free. So let's just get straight on into it. There's tons of cool features here. So this is a tracking database. So I'll just go and show you the first card that I see, the Isaac Okoro Prism. So you can go to this website, cardladder.com. You don't need a pro account, although there are a subscription-based pro account, which I could talk about in a future video if you guys would like. But the free version has tons to offer, and I'll show you that here. So immediately you click on a card and you get a lot of stuff in your face. Down here, you'll see a graph of the card sales. Dates, prices, and all that. Now you can change the time period, so this is over the last 3 months, as you see down here, but you can change it to 1 month, 2 weeks. Now the other times are pro features, but you don't really need past 3 months unless you're curious or some other circumstance. So what you can see is the percentage rate of growth, the dollar change, the current price, starting price, all that you can read. And you can actually track variation. So we can go to silver. You can see the silver variation. You can see a lot of different things. Now let's just go, for example, for a card that is like a graded card, because there are some features with that. So I'll type in Zion Williamson, his PSA 10 base. So you can see the pop count and the number of sales on here. But you can see the pop count, which can be very important. You can see all the different variations. You can favorite you can buy it now on eBay, so it will immediately link you to eBay listings, auctions, offers, buy it nows of that card. Again, you can track the overall dip or rise of that card, whatever it may be. But something special about Card Ladder, it has something called the player index. Now what's super cool about this is you go over to the index tab and you can see the overall market of a certain category. So like how stocks work, you can bunch up stocks. This is kind of like that. So let's look at the basketball market. The basketball market as a whole has in the database 11,000 cards, and it gets a value. In this case, the value as of right now is 33,000, but you can see quarterly change, monthly change, percentage change. You can see some of the cards that it is tracking. These are very high-end cards, but it has a lot more than that. But like I said, you could do separate players if you want to see a certain player. So let's just look down here. Let's find Zion Williamson. So he's been injured. So I think this is when they said he was going to be fine for the start of the season, and then this is when his setback occurred. So you can see how something like that can drastically change someone's market. But you can use this to say there is a card that's not on the database, as this database only has 20,000 cards and it's growing every day, but say it doesn't have it. And say you bought it maybe here when the database value is 387, and now it's all the way down to 341. So you can say, oh, that card is probably dipped, but not a lot. But say you buy it here, and then, oh, you want to sell it here, all of a sudden, maybe it's gone up a lot. So that can be very, very useful in situations. Now, the cons about this is most of the, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of the features that are most important, in my opinion, are paid. Now, it's $15 a month. Something that I like to use a lot is the compare feature, which is a pro feature, and you can check sales history. Now, this is a new feature that they just announced as they recently got bought by PSA, the company that owns PSA. So you can type in any card and it will track sales from a bunch of different marketplaces, and then you can track your collection. So I do have a pro account, but I'm not logged into it right now. But say I did have my pro account logged in, you can just click this plus button here and you can add it to your collection. So this is a very cool and important database. It also has a mobile app, but it definitely has its flaws and weaknesses. But that is tip or resource number 1. Let's move on to number 2. Okay, so guys, the second resource we are going to be going over is the Center Stage app. Now, what this app is, it uses AI technology to scan a card and instantly show you eBay comps. So right here in front of me, I have 3 different cards in my collection, and you can see it immediately scanned one of them. Let me go ahead and X out of that. I'll show you that one more time. All you have to do is hold your phone up to the card, and within a couple seconds there, it shows you all the different comps for this particular card. So you can see that it shows up a lot of times. Now, normally how this would work, it would all fall under one list. The one issue with this app is it came out maybe 2 months ago, so it's a very new and has some flaws to it. So normally these would all be under listed as the same card, but they're all listed as different ones, and that's because, as you can see, the titles for them are all slightly different. So the AI, and this one is a different card, but the AI doesn't recognize them as the same card, so it's a little iffy with that. So some, like this sale is a PSA 8, but from February, and this one is probably the most recent one that I've seen, and that's from last year. So it's not in any chronological order. It's just a whole mess sometimes for cards that don't sell a lot. And speaking of cards that don't sell a lot, you have this not RPA, but a Pop 1, Drone Bleed Flawless. And you can see it instantly comes up. You can add it to your collection. If there's multiple grades for a card, you can see that. You can select the grade, and you can open the collection. Here I have a bunch of cards in my collection here. So it's very useful if you want to keep track of your collection. I'll show you one more card. We have an Isaiah Joe RPA, and you can see it immediately pops up in all of its different sales. That one, the picture's not really loading, but you can see, so since it uses AI technology, you will get multiple results. It doesn't just show you one result. It shows you cards that it thinks are similar, just in case it doesn't get it right on the first try. So if it messes up, which it does sometimes, it has your back. So why get this app? It's very useful. You're at card shows, you just want to keep track of your collection, and instantly, within less than 10 seconds, see the value of your card. It's perfect for that, and it's completely free. I've had Instagram DMs with the developers, and they've said they're working extremely hard trying to get out some new features, they've reached over 1 million scans. So this is only going to go up from here, and it's a really, really great and free, again, free. The whole point of this video is another free thing for you guys to check out. So a link to both of these will be in the description. I would appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed and commented your opinions and thoughts. I do have my Instagram linked in bio. We post pretty much every day, and that's it.